Has it really been this long? I'm looking at the screen right now, and I have to be honest with you guys, my jaw is on the floor. We have watched these kids grow up on our screens for years, but sometimes, there is one moment, one single update, that just stops you in your tracks and reminds you how fast time flies. If you have been following the Roloff family for any amount of time, you know the name Lilah Roloff. And if you haven't seen what just happened, what milestone she just hit, you are going to need to sit down for this. Seriously, get comfortable, because the transformation we are seeing in little Lilah right now? It is nothing short of incredible. And yes, I'll warn you now, the fans are emotional. The comments are flooding in, the waterworks are happening, and we are going to break down exactly why this specific moment in her journey has everyone talking. But before we dive into this heartwarming update, if you enjoy staying up to date with the Roloffs, if you love the little people, big world stories, make sure you hit that like button, smash it for Lilah, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another family milestone. Let's get into it. Alright, for anyone who might be new here, or maybe you just watch the show casually, let's set the stage a little bit. Lilah Roloff. She is the daughter of Zach and Tori Roloff. Now, if you know Zach, you know he is one of the beloved Roloff twins, son of Matt and Amy, and he lives with achondroplasia, which is the most common form of dwarfism. Now, here is why Lilah's story is so uniquely compelling to the fanbase. When Zach and Tori started their family, their firstborn, Jackson, was born with achondroplasia, just like his dad. Then came Lilah. And when Lilah was born back in November of 2019, there was this collective holding of breath from the audience. Everyone wanted to know, would Lilah have dwarfism, or would she be average height? And when Tori and Zach shared the news, it was a mix of emotions. Lilah was also diagnosed with achondroplasia. And I remember watching the episodes back then, seeing Tori navigate having a newborn with that diagnosis. It wasn't about sadness, but about education. It was about learning a new normal. And now? Fast forward just a few short years, and we are seeing Lilah not just grow up, but absolutely thrive in a way that brings tears to your eyes. We've watched her chubby cheeks turn into the smile of a little girl with a fierce personality. We've seen her go from being the baby sister to becoming a bossy, loving, hilarious big sister to Josiah. But the update we got recently? It's not about her personality this time, it's about her physical journey, her mobility, and a massive step towards independence. So, what is the milestone? What is this transformation that has fans leaving tearful emojis all over social media? It's about walking. But it's not just about putting one foot in front of the other. We've seen Lilah walk before. This is different. This is about endurance. This is about conquering terrain. Recently, Zach and Tori shared a video, just a casual, everyday family clip, of them out and about. Maybe it was a trip to the park, or a walk around the neighborhood. But in this clip, Lilah was doing something we haven't really seen her do consistently before. She was keeping up. She was walking long distances on her own, without asking to be carried, without tiring out after 10 steps. For a child with achondroplasia, walking is different. It takes more energy. The mechanics of the hips and the legs mean that covering the same distance as an average height kid requires significantly more effort. And for years, we've seen Lilah in a stroller, or in a wagon, or in someone's arms during the longer family outings. It wasn't laziness, it was physical necessity. Their little legs just have to work so much harder. But this recent footage? It was a game changer. We saw Lilah walking with a confidence we haven't seen before. Her stride looked stronger. Her balance looked more stable. She wasn't wobbling, she was striding. It was one of those moments where you realize that her body is getting stronger, her coordination is catching up, and she is figuring out how to navigate a world that is built for people much taller than her. And here is the part that gets me emotional, and the fans too. It wasn't just the walking. It was the look on her face. It was pure pride. You could see it in the video, she knew she was doing something big. She had this little grin, like, look at me, I'm doing it myself. And Zach, being the amazing dad he is, was walking beside her, not carrying her, just letting her conquer the world on her own 2 feet. It's a huge step from being the baby of the family to being the independent little girl who can go the distance. I always say that the Little People, Big World community is one of the most invested fan bases on the internet. And when those clips dropped, the comments section just exploded. And I want to read a few of these to you guys, because they really capture the feeling. One fan wrote, and I'm paraphrasing here, "I'm not crying, you're crying." Seeing Lilah walking with such confidence just shows how far she has come. Tori and Zach, you are doing an amazing job. Another comment said, as a mom of a little person, this gives me so much hope. Seeing Lilah thrive and hit these milestones on her own timeline is everything. And that's the key phrase, right? Her own timeline. As parents, we often get caught up in the comparison game. Is my kid walking yet? Is my kid talking yet? But watching Lilah's journey is such a beautiful reminder that every child, regardless of their height or diagnosis, moves at their own pace. And when they do hit those marks, the victory is so much sweeter. There were also comments from fans who noticed how supportive her big brother Jackson is. In some of the footage, you can see Jackson slowing down, waiting for Lilah, or holding her hand. There is a sweetness to their sibling bond that is undeniable. Jackson, who has gone through his own medical journeys with leg surgeries and procedures, understands what it's like to have to work hard just to do the simple things. So to see him being that gentle guide for his little sister? It's beautiful. And then there is little Josiah, the baby. He's watching his big sister walk, and you can already see him taking notes. The Roloff home is clearly a place of encouragement, where physical therapy isn't a chore, it's just part of life, and where every step is a celebration. But let's dig a little deeper here, because this transformation isn't just physical. It's symbolic. Lilah is growing up. And for Zach and Tori, this milestone is bittersweet. We've watched Tori struggle in past seasons with the reality of raising children with dwarfism. Not because she loves them any less, she obviously adores them, but because she knows the challenges they will face. She knows the world isn't always kind. She knows there will be stairs they can't reach, counters too high, and potentially, surgeries in their future. So when she watches Lilah walk independently, it's not just pride. It's relief. It's validation. It's seeing that her daughter is resilient. It's seeing that despite the challenges, Lilah is going to be just fine. In fact, she's going to be more than fine, she's going to be a force. This milestone is a message from Lilah to the world. It's her saying, "I've got this." And that is why the fans are emotional. Because we have been on this journey with them. We remember the hospital visits. We remember the tough conversations around the dinner table. We remember the uncertainty. To see that little baby, who we first met swaddled in a blanket, now walking tall, figuratively speaking, through the park, keeping up with her family, it's the payoff of years of love, patience, and hard work. It's the realization that the story is unfolding exactly as it should. It's also interesting to compare Lilah's journey to her brother Jackson's. If you're a regular viewer, you know that Jackson has faced some pretty significant medical hurdles. He's had surgeries to correct the bowing in his legs, a common procedure for people with achondroplasia. It's tough. It's painful. It requires recovery time, physical therapy, and a lot of mental strength. Lilah, so far, has had a different path. While she has the same diagnosis, her body has developed in a way that hasn't required those major interventions yet. Watching her walk now, with straight legs and strong strides, is a testament to the fact that achondroplasia presents differently in everyone. Where Jackson is more of a wild child, a risk-taker, Lilah often seems more calculated, more precise. Maybe that's just her personality, or maybe it's a survival instinct. But seeing her master walking on her own terms is fascinating. She's not trying to be Jackson. She's not trying to be anyone but Lilah. And that individuality is something Tori and Zach have always encouraged. They don't compare their kids publicly. They celebrate each victory, whether it's Jackson recovering from surgery or Lilah taking those big girl steps. It's a masterclass in parenting, honestly. They are raising 3 very different kids with unique needs, and they are doing it with grace under the microscope of reality TV and social media. So, we've celebrated the milestone, we've gotten teary-eyed with the fans. But what's next? What does the future hold for little Lilah Ray? If this recent transformation is any indication, the sky is the limit. We are going to start seeing her in more activities. Maybe she will follow in her cousin's footsteps and try soccer. Maybe she will be a dancer. Or maybe, given her independent spirit, she'll be the one directing the show behind the scenes. One thing that fans are keeping a close eye on is how she interacts with the world outside the farm. As she gets older, she's going to start school, she's going to make friends, and she's going to encounter situations where her size might make her feel different. But based on the confidence we're seeing now, Lilah seems ready to handle it. We also have to wonder about her relationship with her cousins on the other side of the family, Jeremy and Audrey's kids. As the kids get older, will we see more family gatherings? Will Lilah become close with Ember and Bode? The Roloff family dynamic is always shifting, and it will be interesting to see how the cousins bond as they grow up. But for now, the focus is on the present. On the joy of watching a little girl simply walk through the grass, feeling the sun on her face, and keeping up with the people she loves most. It's the simple moments, isn't it? That's what reality TV should be about. It's not the drama, it's not the farm drama, it's these real, raw, beautiful moments of human growth. We can't talk about a Roloff milestone without wondering, what do the grandparents think? We know Matt Roloff is incredibly proud of his grandkids. He lights up whenever they are on the farm. Seeing Lilah walking with such confidence probably hits Matt right in the heart. He has always wanted the farm to be a place for the grandkids to run and play, and now, Lilah is more capable of doing that than ever before. And Amy? Amy has always had a soft spot for the grandkids. She loves spoiling them. Seeing Lilah not as a baby, but as a little girl with her own personality, must be a trip for her. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a future episode where Amy takes Lilah out for a special grandma-granddaughter day, maybe to a zoo or a park, where they can walk together. The extended family support is crucial. It takes a village, and the Roloff village, despite the ups and downs between the adults, has always circled the wagons when it comes to the kids. Lilah is loved by so many people, and that love is clearly giving her the foundation she needs to fly. Now, whenever we talk about a child in the public eye, there are always people who feel the need to comment on things they don't understand. I've seen some comments in the past asking why Lilah isn't walking as fast as other kids her age, or why she uses a stroller. And I want to address that head-on, because it's important. Children with achondroplasia develop motor skills on a different curve. It's not a delay in the negative sense, it's just a different timeline. Their bone structure is different. Their center of gravity is different. What we are seeing now is proof that Lilah's development is right on track for her. She is hitting her milestones when her body is ready. The stroller isn't a crutch, it's a tool for when she gets tired because walking really does take that much out of her. So to the critics who may be watching this video or leaving negative comments, I'd ask you to look at the smile on Lilah's face. Look at the joy. She is happy. She is healthy. She is thriving. That is all that matters. The rest is just noise. This recent update shuts down any uninformed criticism. It shows a strong, capable little girl who is figuring out her body and her world. It's a lesson in patience for all of us. We need to let kids be kids, and let them grow at their own God-given pace. There is another layer to this story that I think is really cool, and it's about representation. When I was a kid, there weren't a lot of little people on TV, especially not kids. The landscape of media has changed so much. For a little girl out there who might be feeling different, who might be the only little person in her school, seeing Lilah Roloff walking confidently, being funny, being loved, being normal, it's huge. It shows them that they can have a happy childhood too. They can have siblings who love them, parents who support them, and a future that is bright. Lilah is a role model, and she doesn't even know it yet. She's just being herself. But by simply existing and thriving on a public platform, she is changing perceptions. She is showing the world that little people are just people. They play, they laugh, they get tired, they get strong, and they walk. That representation is priceless. It educates the public in a way that a textbook never could. It fosters empathy and understanding. So every time Lilah takes a step, she's actually taking a step for the entire community.
We have to give a huge round of applause to the parents in this scenario. Zach and Tori have handled the spotlight with a level of maturity that is really admirable. Think about it, they are raising 3 children under the age of, 6? While filming a TV show. While managing social media. While dealing with family drama. It's a lot. And yet, the product we see, the kids, are turning out amazing. Tori is often the one sharing these updates, and she does it with such love. She doesn't exploit the kids. She shares their joy. There's a difference. You can feel the warmth in her captions. You can hear the pride in her voice in the videos. And Zach, he's the hands-on dad. He knows exactly what his kids are going through because he lived it. He can teach Jackson how to handle the stairs. He can show Lilah how to reach the light switch. He is their guide in a world that wasn't built for them, and he does it with patience and humor. Their parenting style is a blend of protection and freedom. They protect their kids from the worst of the internet.